Hi, this is the second part to my video. If you've probably seen the first one, you would know I was diagnosed with breast cancer in middle of August, and it's been a long 3 months. Anything that could go wrong did go wrong, but I'm still here to tell the tale, so you know it's a good sign. All started when I went in on the 11th of October to have a double mastectomy with a reconstruction on the same day. It was going to be a one-off operation. Didn't work like that whatsoever. Went in to have the operation. Everything seemed fine. Went down to the ward. Went down to theatre about 10 to 1. Can remember coming back and being in the ward round about between 8 and 9 o'clock at night, and I felt okay. Later on, sometime in the night, I need to go to the bathroom. I was escorted there. I got halfway and didn't feel too clever, so they put me in a chair. Managed on the way back, didn't feel clever in the chair, seemed to be flaking out of it, so they got me back in the bed and realised that I had haemoglobin. In other words, I was bleeding internally. The nurse thought that they might want to put a pressure bandage on, so she gave me I think it was a large dose of morphine, because the doctors came round, and I can remember speaking to them and understanding what they were actually saying, but I didn't know who it was. I didn't recognise them at all. And sometime early that next morning, on the Wednesday, the 12th, I went back down to surgery. I can just remember going into this little room where they put you to sleep. I don't remember anything else until after dinner, one-ish, between 1 and 2, I woke up in recovery. I can remember waking up and seeing a red bag above me. I was covered in, my head was covered in towels, and the bed was pumping, my legs were pumping. I thought, oh my God. Apparently I had lost a lot of blood. I had to have a blood transfusion. What it was, I'd had the operation the day before, and they gave me the injection to stop my blood from clotting. So when I started bleeding that night, there was nothing to stop it. Luckily, they did, and I'm still here anyway. But I've never felt so weak in all my life. I was in bed for roughly 2 days with the bed pumping, my legs pumping, all to stop clots. So I could understand that. Finally, I was released from the bed and I was able to go to the bathroom, and I had my own room en suite. Just to get to the bathroom and get back to the bed was like me running a marathon. I never felt so weak in all my life. But I started feeling a bit better each day. They'd had to put smaller implants in, so I thought, great, this will work. I was happy with them. I was really happy with them. I came home. I came home on the 17th of October, on the Monday. Then I had to go back on the Friday, and I'd filled up with some fluid, so they drained it off, which wasn't very pleasant. The draining was relief, but the needle wasn't. I did feel relief for that day, and as the weekend went on, it just seemed to thingy. So on the Monday, the 24th, I went back to the hospital, and he advised me that there was no way that they could leave them. The skin wasn't healing. I think my body was rejecting them. They'd have to come out. So after all that, I was losing my boobs again. So I went back down to theatre. I went back in on the Wednesday. Oh, that was it. On the Monday, after telling me the bad news about me losing the implants, the good news finally came. Did have some good news. My results had come back, and well, the thingy part of it was that there wasn't only just two pieces of cancer, in two types of cancer, I should say, in the left breast. There was three. So my decision to have a double mastectomy, I think, was the best decision I ever made, because there's no way I would have ever been able to settle knowing that the other one, it could happen too. So that was a relief. I don't need chemotherapy. They put me on hormone therapy treatment, which is a tablet every day for 5 years. So that was the good news, and they got rid of all the cancer. So as I feel, I'm cancer free, and the tablets are helping keep it away. So I went back in on the Wednesday to have them taken out. I woke up and I felt better than I'd felt for a while. Felt lighter, less tense in my chest, because I felt like I'd got a suit of armour on all the time. They were so uncomfortable. So by the Thursday I was fine, and they let me come home. So I came home, and I was still on my antibiotics at the time, me amoxiclav. So I came home and I took the last one on the Monday. The district nurse came out on the following Tuesday, on the next day, on the Tuesday, to change my dressings, and when she took them off, they were blue and green. So that wasn't a good sign. So when I went back to the hospital the next day, I took a photograph of this with my phone, but I didn't need it because they were still blue-green. The next day, it was infection. After everything else, infection. So it's just as well that everything had gone, because it would have had to go anyway. So they put me on 7 days of doxycycline. Can't remember the name of them, but they were antibiotics that kill anthrax and the plague. So I thought, well, they'll shift this. So 7 days of them, I went back, and they still weren't too sure about the infection, so they gave me another 5 days and cleared it. So now I haven't got any boobs at the moment, but I ain't really worried about that, because I can have some falsies if I really want to show something off. In 12 months' time, I've got to go back, and they're talking about doing liposuction. So I'll have a tummy tuck and a boob job. And I've also had this all tightened up, so there's no saggy skin. So in other words, I've got through it all. I'm still here to tell the tale. So if you're going to go through anything similar, don't worry, don't panic. It all comes right in the end. I didn't think it was going to do, but it did. And I'm happy. I'm back to normal, doing anything I want to do. I've still got some scars and scabs, which I've got to wait for heal up. And as soon as them are healed, I'm going to start swimming again. And hopefully, I might be able to swim faster. I know I can run better because I've got no hindrance. And swimming might even me, not even be able to do the mile in half an hour. You never know. So hopefully, everything's fine. In 12 months' time, if I do go for the liposuction and have my boobs done, I'll come back and I shall tell you exactly how it's gone and if it worked, or if they intend on doing it. So I think they think I'm an iris. So for now, thanks for listening, and if you'd like to share the video, by all means share it, because if anybody's out there who's going through the same problem, don't worry, it'll all come good in the end. It did for me, thank God. Oh, see ya.